Play action now. It's Herbert. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And that's going to get closed up quickly. He'll get only to the 37. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part, so once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They run over center with Williams. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. The Rams punting unit coming out, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st down, Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. and it'll be second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Shotgun now for Herbert. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's going to be intercepted.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Chargers offense ready to take over once more. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Herbert. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, Give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Point after now from Dicker. He knocks it through. And the Chargers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. He's to the 15. And he will score. Cardi now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams have taken a 4-point advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, LA. On play action, it's Herbert. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And that ball incomplete over the middle. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw. But I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. On first down, Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Rams first down. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Chargers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with great field position, a short field in fact, as they start with a first down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Throwing on first down is Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. Handoff here, up the middle, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action now, Herbert. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and the Chargers go up by 3. It's 27-24. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Stafford now. Caught by Nakua on the out route. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Stafford now on 2nd down. Going right back to Nakua, complete. To the 20. And he will go all the way.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got a man wide open, the tight end, complete. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Play action now. It's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to set up the screen here. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing again, Herbert. Taking off, he'll try to get there. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Herbert. Catch is made. That is Williams. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Here in the 4th quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter.
Herbert now on 1st down. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the Chargers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford heading back onto the field. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Khalil Mack, 3-time All-Pro, in there to bag another one.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
The Chargers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it, and they're going to do that with excellent field position. On play action, now Herbert. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of the company.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Conklin goes in motion. Up the middle they go. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Williams in motion. They'll drop to throw. He connects with Disley. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's into the end zone yet again.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Dicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Rams offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
We are set for 4th and long. Stafford to throw it. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Rams 1st down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one.
Me and the homies can trade your